Ay, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options. Real stepper, check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like again. Street lights, we was young racing. Street lights, carefree was the best.
You're ready for a show? You're ready for a show?
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We did chillin', at the spot. What time? Anytime, link up, pull up on me. We did coolin', the chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel? Simply ravishing.
Yeah. We back in business, baby. Grab your cup of cough. Yeah. We ready for a good time today, baby. Good morning, everybody. I'm drinking water, but I got my cup of cough. Don't give me it, all right? Oh, it's a Monday. Then you know you gotta be feeling simply ravishing. If you're not, tell yourself that you are simply ravishing, damn it. Oh, yeah. If the Yankees aren't listening to this daily, they got problems. We know Boone is not simply ravishing. Yeah. That's the way you start your morning, folks. If your morning is not starting that way, you ain't starting it right. But anyway, cut my music. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to All Rise and Shine. Yes. The Yankees got to be feeling a little bit better about themselves. We get that. We understand that. You guys know we got voicemails. Leave your voicemail in there. Let me throw it up on the screen here. But we're relaxing today, guys. You know, there's positives, there's negatives, and it's just another day in the world of the New York Yankees, right? We just have another one. Another day of hope. Another day of guys getting a little better. The offense is starting to pick it up a little bit. So there's good here. But of course, we do got some negatives still. We're going to touch on all of that. We're going to talk about the offense getting better. We're going to talk about, of course, the series starting tonight in Canada against the Toronto Blue Jays. That is going to be interesting. And if you don't have your cup of coffee, guys, grab your cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm a fucking Avenger. Good morning, okay? I curse in the morning. I curse every day, every second of the day almost. It's the way I was raised. You know, Pop Simonetti told me, he said, why do you curse a lot? I said, Dad, look who raised me. You know what I mean? I love my mother. Mother's Day's over. My mother had a mouth like a sailor. She still does. What are you going to do about it? I love the woman. There's nothing wrong with it. You guys don't mind. I don't mind. We have a good time. Have a cup of coffee. I need a coffee sponsor for the morning, by the way. I definitely need a coffee sponsor because that Pete's Coffee is banging, but, I don't know if they're going to sponsor me. We'll figure it out. We'll go from there. Who we got up in the chat today? TC Steels, my guy. Anthony Garcia, Sunil, Mr. Jacob Patrosi. I did see my brother, Ra Thompson, up in the chat. That's my guy. Anthony Medina, Anthony Garcia, Kenny Lopez, my guy. Justin, Jason, what's going on? How you guys doing? Jocko. What's up, Jocko? What's up? L.I. Yankee King, the Kerm. What's up, fam? How you guys been? How's everybody doing? But you guys know we typically start the show with... Where's my hand going? There we go. We typically start the show right there. Spanky's Colombian Coffee. That's a good one. I'm cool with that. Damian Serrano. Pinstripe Bombers Cast. What's going on? Pete is a good cup of coffee. Pete's by Pete. It is a good cup of coffee, no doubt about it. And since you said cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage in the morning. Got to get that little boost of extra testosterone, folks. And this will do it to you.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Yankees might need a little extra boost of testosterone. But anyway, how about we get into our show today? We got a game later tonight. Let's jump right into this son of a bitch, shall we? Here we go.
Hey, Pete, it's Fast Eddie up in Carmel.
Fast Eddie.
Listen, I just got done watching Neuter Torres pitching. The guy's got no balls anymore. I don't know what's happening. And I'm watching him pitch. He doesn't seem like he's doing anything different, but he's just getting whacked around. I was just wondering your opinion on that, because this is like the third game in a row, or maybe fourth, that he hasn't done so great. So, if you got an opinion on that, please let me know. I appreciate it. I love the show. I watch you guys all the time, man. So, I hope to be hearing. Thanks a lot. Bye.
That's my guy, Fast Eddie, man. Fast Eddie. I got to let Fast Eddie know something real quick. I got to thank him, man. The other morning, I forgot when it was, he left that voicemail. My morning started off like trash, and then Fast Eddie came. Hey, Fast Eddie, he came in. Hey, Pete, Fast Eddie here. Your favorite fat bastard. And it literally changed my day because I just cracked up laughing. So trust me, guys. I tell you guys this all the time, man, is as much as you guys act like, we enjoy watching you, I enjoy you guys being here. Your voicemails and all that stuff is absolutely hilarious. Fast Eddie is a GOAT of all rise because that intro that he did this couple of times, absolutely hilarious. And I appreciate the great questions that he does ask. Speaking of Nestor Cortez, as he called him, Neuter Cortez, yeah, man, I don't know how to pinpoint it. I've spoken to some people that tell me to go, Pete, but what it basically is that, right-handers are sitting on the cutter. He was getting away with that up in the zone. He would catch you on the outside corner and things of that nature. His command has not been the same. I agree with that. Somebody was like, oh, Pete, it's not the cutter, it's just his command. I agree in a sense, but Nestor's never been this spot on dotted command guy. I've always said this about him. He's been effectively wild. And the thing about Nestor Cortez is we all know his stuff isn't like overpowering. He's not this overpowering, dominating starting pitcher, right? He's got to be tricky. And dating back to the end of last year, coming into this year, yes, he had 3 good starts. I think it was 3 good starts or maybe 4 good starts to start the season, and his last couple have been really bad. Only thing I can look at is what my eyes tell me, and I'm told via my ears. Right-handers are sitting on his cutter. This is something I've said good dating back to last season when he started to get hit a little harder, towards the end of the year to the postseason. Basically, Nestor Cortez likes to work the cutter up and in the zone. So he tries to keep it around that area. And what right-handers are doing now is they're sitting back and they're waiting. They're waiting for the cutter. If they see the pitch up in the zone, it's going to cut into a righty. And if it's over the plate anywhere, it's going to be launched and gone. Nestor Cortez also has gotten a lot of swing and misses on that pitch up in the zone. So I agree with some people that tell me it has to do with location. And it does, because if that cutter's a little higher out of the zone, you'll swing under it. If it's inside, you're going to foul it off or roll over to third base. You're not going to do nothing with a good cutter on the inside part of the plate. He's leaving it fat over the plate. And batters are sitting and waiting on that mistake pitch. And he doesn't have the velo to have many guys miss it. So the thing with me when it comes to Nestor Cortez is he probably does need to adjust a little bit, and whether that is he's throwing more sliders, backdoor sliders. Derek mentioned it yesterday on designated spitters, maybe some backdoor cutters. And it's true, sometimes you got to take a game to go, I'm going to work on this today and see how it works out for me. I'm going to work on the cutter on the outside corner. I'm going to try to dot that corner a little more, see if I get some guys looking, and then change the eye level. Then I'll go upstairs with a cutter, but I can't show that pitch that much. I can't consistently show that cutter up in the zone the way he has. So that could be indeed a problem. 1 second, guys. So if somebody were to ask me, Pete, are you concerned with Nestor Cortez? My simple response would be pretty easy. I got a foot in on the concern side. There's definitely a foot in there. I think there is legitimate concern, but there's also a foot out just saying it's a rough patch. There's not a big enough sample size yet, in my opinion, because we've seen him very good this year and then also very bad. So I don't feel I have a good sample size yet to sit back and be like, nah, he's not good. Next voicemail.
Hi, Pete, Yankee Mike here. Exciting win this Saturday. I know it's Sunday here. I'm calling you in. Hopefully they pull this out today and get a 3 out of 4 instead of these splits. We got to start picking up ground. Got to keep going here. Hopefully the lineup can get going. But the bottom of the lineup still has plenty of problems. Hopefully we can get that solved. But you just got to keep winning. No matter how they do it, you just got to win. So let's just pray we get this streak going. At least reel off 5 or 6 in a row and chop this lead down. So, Pete, have a great day. And go
Yankees! Facts, man. No, you're right. You talked about the lineup, and that's a perfect segue into us talking about the lineup. And I want to do that. There's a couple of things I definitely want to talk about. First and foremost, the young Yankee, Anthony Volpe. And folks, the Yankees offense is starting to get going. Anthony Volpe with a big bang home run to left field. Yes, the good old Jack Job City is what we were seeing from the Yankees yesterday. And Volpe's been much better. He has been much, much better as of late. He's really starting to put the ball in play. He's really starting to barrel the ball up a lot, which is actually very, very important. And I know people don't like to get into analytics and they don't like to get into certain things, but there is some things in analytics you do have to take a look at. Let's start taking a look at that right now. I don't know if I ever showed this a week or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever I may have showed it, but There is no doubt about it that Anthony Volpe is adjusting to the league. Anthony Volpe is starting to understand who he is at this major league level, and the offense is starting to come around with it. Exit velo. This is something you guys have heard me talk a lot about when it comes to Anthony Volpe. He hasn't had it. The exit velo has been very, very low. In spring training, it was low. Coming into the season, it was still low. He was actually one of the worst in the league with exit velo off of his bat. What does that tell you? Well, it tells you quite simply that Anthony Volpe was not barreling the ball. He wasn't hitting the ball the way he's capable of and the way he should be hitting the baseball. Now, on the other hand, hard hit percentage is up, as you can see in the numbers right there. Red is good, blue is not good, okay? He is getting better, of course. We know Anthony Volpe strikes out. We know that. He has to put the ball in play more. The barrel percentage, up to the 72 percentile. Exit velocity, 67 percentile. Hard hit percentage, 72% percentile. Great sprint speed. We know his arm strength isn't good. Outs above replacement just tells you he's a great defensive shortstop. So when you look at his season as an overall right now, you go, he's hitting 218, 303 on base percentage, 388 slugging, 691 OPS. There is nothing there right now that you look at and you go, whoa, Anthony Volpe's phenomenal. There is nothing there that tells you that at the moment. But if you've watched all year long, you can obviously, without bias, see that Anthony Volpe is getting much, much better. Much, much better. I don't know if it's comfort. I don't know exactly what it is. But I do know in the beginning of the season, I said, temper your expectations on Anthony Volpe. Don't go out there with this hope that he is going to be this unbelievable 300 plus Derek Jeter-esque type talent. I went out there and I told you guys, 240, 15 to 20 homers, 30 stolen bags is what I was looking for Anthony Volpe. I think he's going to hit more than 20 homers this year. He's already at 6. Batting average, he's about 22 points off of where I would like him to be. All he got to do is get hot, and he could get there. And then when it comes to, of course, stolen bases, he's already at 13 on the year. And he walks, and he's starting to hit. So Anthony Volpe is doing everything that the New York Yankees need him to do. But good news for the Yankees is he is not the only one. Anthony Rizzo has continued his phenomenal 2023. Anthony Rizzo right now is not only one of the better players in the league, folks. He is the MVP of the Yankees so far this season. And I got to give Anthony Rizzo credit on something. Anthony Rizzo has suffered from back issues for a couple of years, even going back to his years in Chicago before he became a New York Yankee. We are seeing the slimmest Anthony Rizzo we have ever seen. Couple of good things that you can recognize about that. 1, he cares about his baseball career. 2, he cares about his health. And 3, he's recognized it's been a problem. And guess what? If you go to a doctor and you got back issues and you're overweight or you're a little heavy, they might tell you, hey, you might want to lose some weight. Anthony Rizzo is doing everything he can do to keep his body where he needs to keep it. We got a super chat.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ba, 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 ba. God, I love that. And it's from my guy, Ruben. Ruben says, facts, people, please realize analytics is not the problem. And it is awesome to use. The problem is that the morons are not using their eyes to adjust during games. The problem is who is implementing it. No doubt about it, Ruben. I talk about that a lot, man. It's about how much is actually getting to the clubhouse and how much is it being utilized in the clubhouse instead of the eye test and the human element. That is the main problem of analytics, is that it is indeed taking over a lot of managerial decisions. A great point that Hector of Yanks Morning Brew and, of course, Get Yanked has talked about. Managers are starting to get less money as these analytical departments grow and have more say in day-to-day operations. They are starting to get even more involved in what is happening on the field, and managers are kind of saying, hey man, we don't got to pay this guy a lot of money. Aaron Boone, give him $1 million. Give him $25 a game. Who gives a shit? Who cares at this point? We're going to have Mike Fishman on a walkie-talkie talking to for a 21-year-old nerd in the dugout. You know what I mean? We'll make it work. Don't worry about it. But looking at these numbers, look at all the red. Look at all the red. And for cats talking about, he hits homers at Yankee Stadium, hey, look, fuck your mother. These are jack jobs. These aren't just homers at Yankee Stadium. I mean, you look at these balls right here. I mean, come on now. This one right here is a mammoth homer. Look at this. Come on. Gone.
Drills that one to right.
That's a home run.
He gave it a ride.
Yeah, he gave it a ride, all right. That's a friggin' home run. You know what I mean? They're talking about some of these balls being Yankee Stadium home runs. My ass. Watch this one.
Driven
Come on.
deep to right
Everywhere.
field. There it goes.
Don't disrespect the Riz that way. All right? These are jack jobs. I don't care if it's at Yankee Stadium. Come on, fam.
Ball, deep right field. There it goes.
Come on, fam. We got to understand that. Rizzo has been a beast. And then we got Senor El Capitan, who, to be fair, is looking like the captain again. Aaron Judge, I had concerns about him when he came back because I'm like, that's not Aaron Judge's regular swing. That's not the regular swing we're used to. He's not hitting the ball like he normally does. He's not swinging the bat like he normally does. But Aaron Judge, guys, I got to tell you, it looks like he's back. I do have one minor concern with Aaron Judge. And let me see if I could do this right here in front of you guys. Can I go back? I don't mess with... Oh, here we go. I want to go back to 2022. Here's my concern, only concern with Aaron Judge. My stupid head is blocking it a little bit. There we go. The right side of the field last year, up the middle and to the right side of the field. Of course, Aaron Judge being as powerful as he is, he's going to hit homers to right field. But he's not hitting the ball as hard to right field early in this year. And it's very, very early. And I only have concern because his batting stance is a little different. He got that front left leg open a little more, and he's closing it as the pitch is coming in. Only concern I have about that is being able to get to the pitch on the outside corner. And we have seen Judge strike out a little more this year than last year. But if you jump forward, there's definitely a big difference. So this was last year. All right, look at these numbers. That's 20. Look at the middle section. Look at the middle section real quick. He's not much different, folks. So anybody concerned about Aaron Judge, don't be. 2023. Ready? 2022. 2023. So, if you're looking at 2022, he wasn't striking out as much, and we know that. All right? He's swinging and missing a little more this year. We know that too. The things to pay attention to: exit velocity, barrel percentage, and hard hit. 2022, 100, he was the best, and the best, and the best. 2023, he's the best, and the best. Aaron Judge is still Aaron Judge. That's the good thing. That's some of the best news you can find, is that Aaron Judge is still Aaron Judge. That is big for the Yankees. And then one more guy I want to talk about, DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu. I got to talk about him because, guys, is the average 320? Is the average 333? Is the average up there? No, it's not. It's 276. OPS is above 800. But watch this. That's 2022. Look at the middle section. Look at the middle section. And that's 2023. 2022, 2023. What do you see the differences here? Ready? 2022, exit velocity was mid-pack. Not good for LeMahieu. Typically hits the ball pretty hard, right? Hard hit percentage, mid-pack. Max exit velocity wasn't terrible. Did not barrel the ball whatsoever. At all. 2023, bam. Major shift. Major shift. DJ LeMahieu is once again starting to barrel the baseball. That is very, very big for the Yankees. They need to get it going. Guys, I'm going to talk about the Yankees going today for a bullpen game. And we will discuss that, of course, as Jimmy Cordero is going to be starting likely for the Yankees. I'm going to get that pulled up here momentarily. I'll get it pulled up right now for you guys. So there you go. There you have it. You guys already know it, but now everybody knows it. Max Goodman with the tweet. Jimmy Cordero will start tonight against the Blue Jays in Toronto. The Yankees announced. So Johnny Brito will not be starting, as some of us kind of expected that it would be. And we're going to get to the rest of those matchups here momentarily. But I guess as some quote-unquote breaking news as of right now, it is going to be Jimmy Cordero on the mound for the Yankees. I'll get to that a little later, guys, and discuss that. But let's get to your voicemails.
Hey, Pete. Maddie from CT here. Love the show. I'm watching it. I'm watching the game right now. It's the top of the seventh. And I'm not going to complain too much about the Yankees because, you know, let's be real, they showed up against the Rays, you know. They battled it out. It was basically a boxing match this weekend. But they refused to go to any relief pitchers back-to-back days. And if you look at the record for last year since they started the bullpen budget, I don't think it's working. Because if you're in your last game against your rival, the Rays, you got to go to your weapons. I just don't get it. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on that. If you feel like it's a safe judgment by the Yankees, if you feel like they're, you know, just whatever you think about that. But yeah, take care.
Bro, I greatly appreciate the voicemail. Of course, I don't like the whole bullpen budget sheet that the Yankees tend to throw out there. I think it's dumb as ass, to be quite honest with you. I think it's absolutely terrible. And, you know, it kind of coordinates with Cordero starting tonight for the Yankees. Because I think, did I have it pulled up? Maybe I don't think I did have that pulled up. I didn't have it pulled up. I saw that somewhere, And speaking of yesterday's ball game, when they went to Albert Abreu and he gives up the grand slam, you can't do that. You can't give up a grand slam to Taylor Walls. And two, here's my problem with Aaron Boone. You know, I don't want to hear this shit anymore. I don't want to hear it. That he's not the guy managing the club. He's taking orders. He's doing this. Well, then guess what, folks? For the people that say that, and they want well, don't be mean to Boone then because it's not him. Bullshit. He's accepting it. He's just as bad. And matter of fact, he's worse because he got no fucking pride. And that to me is worse because it shows you who he is. I've said this hundreds of times. If that's the case, and that is what the Yankees are doing, hey, Aaron, before the game, here's your go-tos. First guy's this guy, second guy's this guy, then is that guy and this guy. That's how we go about it today. Aaron Boone needs to look at himself in the mirror and go, damn, I got a generation of ball plays in my family. They did this to me. They did this to me. They've given me all this knowledge. My brother played, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my dad. All these Boones played baseball. And I am going to be the one that sits back and allows this team to make me look like the fool every game? Not going to happen. So I don't want to hear the shit that is not him. I'm done with hearing that. I don't want to discuss that. Not going to talk about that no more. He's a part of the problem. It's him. It's him. Yesterday's game, folks, the Yankees are fucking lucky they lost by 1 run. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning, but still. They are lucky they lost by 1 run. The guy goes to Albert Abreu when, based on their little charty, Cordero was available and Marinaccio was available. Now we know why Cordero didn't pitch. Because the Yankees don't like to play for the current game. They like to play for the next one. Now it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Bow! The reason you got the Yankees biting their nails yesterday with Abreu and then with Weber was because the Yankees were planning a bullpen game. Now it hits me. They were planning a bullpen game. Cordero was supposed to start. He's starting now. They were planning the good old bullpen game. So Aaron Boone and the great Yankees sat back yesterday and go, let's hope this turns out well. If Cordero comes in there and he shuts down Walls and he gets out of that inning, the Yankees might win 3 or 4. But the Yankees like to lose games earlier in the season with the hope that tomorrow's another day. Scary thing about the Yankees is they do that shit in the postseason. Taking Garrett Cole out when he gets the first trouble of the day to bring in Lou Trevino. Remember that? Remember that brilliant move? Even during dead on game season, I sat there and said, series is over. They waved the white flag. Forget about it. Yankees gave up. Aaron Boone acting like he has 12 more games to go. Take him out. Come on. So here it goes, folks. Now it's confirmed. Now it's confirmed, and I am rightfully pissed. It is now confirmed that the Yankees sat back and said, damn, we came this close to winning. But Maybe if we really wanted to win the game, we could have. That's a problem. Maybe if we really wanted to win and we went to Michael King, Ian Hamilton, Jimmy Cordero, who, by the way, has been really good. If we went to one of those guys, Ron Marinaccio, maybe, just maybe, and Marinaccio pitched that day, so why would you not go to one of your best guys in the moment? It's absolutely... And there you go. The Yankee Clipper says, on John Boy's podcast, the Boone said when he makes decisions, he always looks at, what the Yankees may need in the future. And see, that's why Aaron Boone will never come here to have a conversation. As we continue to grow and get bigger, and we will be one of the biggest Yankee networks out there by far. It's not even close. Just look at projections. As we continue to grow as a network and as a company and as a voice for the Yankees, we're not going to get these guys who wanted to come here. And I'm okay with that. Because my response right there is, when I make a decision, I look to manage for the next day. Then go manage the fucking Royals. Then go manage the Nationals. Then go manage a club who is not win today, win every day. Go manage them. But the fact of the matter is that you could sit there and go, when I make my decisions, I really think hard about the future instead of the moment. When that happens, you get moments like yesterday, when every Yankee fan on planet Earth is watching the game going, Abreu? When everybody thinks the same way, you know you got a problem. When every Yankee fan sits there and goes, that's the most positive cats. I can name them, but I'm not going to name them on here. I don't want to give them any credit. The most positive cats in the planet of Yankee land, you guys probably know who some of them are, sat there yesterday and said, Abreu? When everybody has the reaction of, Abreu, you know there's a problem. But Aaron Boone doesn't see it. Aaron Boone doesn't see it. And now we know. He didn't go to the good guys yesterday because they were planning a bullpen day today. TC Steele, sorry, brother, but that ain't it over here, fam. We play today, we win today. That's it. Mariano Duncan. Famous quote. That ain't in the Yankees' DNA. When your manager also comes out and says, when I make a decision, I also base it off the future of what we need. We don't play today. We don't win today. How much more do you guys need? How much more does everybody need to see we got major problems on this team? The fucking hitting coach came out and said, I don't care about offensive stats. As long as we're scoring enough runs to win games. And no reporter sat there and said, bro, but you're not. You're not scoring enough to win games. What are you talking about? Major implications and problems for the New York Yankees, folks. Major issues with the philosophy of this club. Starts at the top and it goes down. And let me tell you something, guys. It is an infection and it is hurting this team. I don't give a shit how many wins this team ends up with. You know for a fact every day, you got to be seriously concerned about the moves they're going to make every single day. Let's get to the next voice. Let me throw the voicemails on the screen.
Hey, Pete, and everyone from NYY News. This is Angel Serrano. What's up? Listen, man, this weekend was a great weekend. The Yankees were fighting back the way they should be. You know, it was scratching and clawing our way back into these games. Unfortunately, we lost the last one, but it was so close with that ball that Judge hit. Almost out, man. That would have been awesome. I'm very happy that Judge is waking up. I'm very happy that Volpe is starting to get his groove back on again. A lot of people got to be patient with him, man. He's a rookie. He's starting to get adjusted to the league, and it's only been 2 months. So can you imagine what this guy's going to do after July when he starts getting real hot? And with some other guys that should be coming up soon, like Chapara and many others. Hopefully, you know, these Yankees start getting warmed up and ready to rock and roll. They got a good fight right now. If they keep on doing that, keep on playing hard against these good teams and either split or take the season, it would be great, man. Great. Keep up doing the excellent work. You guys are awesome. A special hello to Jaira. Happy Mother's Day to her and all the mothers out there. And love you guys, man. You guys keep on rocking, bro. Okay. Oh, by the way, Pete, when you have a chance, call me that I got a problem with the account. I renewed, but I have a little problem with the account, so you could call me at 407-821-22.
All right. I'm not gonna play I don't want to play your full number on there, so give me a second. Let me
27. Thank you, good buddy. God bless, and keep on doing what you're doing, bro. Bye-bye.
Angel Serrano, brother, I appreciate you, man, and I really hope you can make it to our next event. Definitely want to meet you, definitely want to hang out with you, and I'm sure a lot of people in this chat want to hang out with you too. But yeah, man, I already talked about the offense quite a bit, and Anthony Volpe, you know, I don't think it really matters at this point where Volpe bats. I think it was a good call to maybe lower Volpe in the order. I kind of wish Aaron Boone again was a little more honest about it. Volpe was struggling for a little bit. Let's take some pressure off the kid. You know, a lot of things sound like bullshit. New Yorkers identify bullshit. It's kind of what we do. And just be honest with us. Anthony Volpe isn't going anywhere. We know that. They want to drop him in the order because he struggled a little bit. Go about it in a different way than just saying, well, guys are getting healthy. Who? Bader? He's been back, and he's been leading off. What are you talking about? Be honest. Word of advice, Booney. Be honest.
Hey, what's up, Pete? It's Jocko again.
Hey, my guy.
I left a voicemail earlier. Totally disregard that because everything I said was wrong. I showed Boone some love. I said he did a good job managing that game. I think that was Saturday's game.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
When we came back from 6-0.
Yep.
And then, I mean, the guy must be an idiot. You cannot go to Abreu with the bases loaded in that situation, in that series. When we have a chance to win that series and take 3 or 4, you cannot go to Abreu. Go to one of your high-end relievers, whether it be Hamilton, Marinaccio, I don't care who it is. There were 2 outs. So all he's got to do is get 1 out. And he doesn't even have to start the next inning. If he's overworked, put in someone else. But you cannot do that. I mean, the guy is a friggin' idiot. Also, you and Jiggaman, great broadcast. That was so much fun to watch and listen to. You guys are friggin' amazing. Keep up the good work. All right, bye.
Thank you, Jocko. I appreciate that, brother. And yeah, man, it goes back to saying what I said before. 1, like this video, guys. Please do me a favor and smack that like button. We're getting close to 16,000 subscribers, guys. You know I want 20,000 by the end of July. I don't know if that is realistic. I don't like to set realistic goals. I like to set exceeding goals. So, you know you guys can help us. And one of the biggest ways to help us is hitting the like button, sharing this with your friends and family. It definitely helps. Trust me, hitting the like button really does help. But Jocko, it goes back to what I said before, right? Everybody's reaction. Abreu. But now we know why. Sad but true. Metallica. Sad but true. The Yankees do not play today and win today. That's not the mentality. We play today, we win today. Should have a sign at everybody's clubhouse. If I'm a coach, you better believe that's the way we go about it. And guess what? If we don't got a starter for tomorrow, if maybe Brito was hurt, that's Brian Cashman's job. Get somebody up here. Get somebody up here. We got to win this game. We got to show these Rays that come to our house, we're going to take 3 or 4. We're not splitting. The Yankees don't do that. The Yankees flat out said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's get to the next voicemail. We got quite a bit more in here.
Hey, Pete, it's Michael K. Well, folks, let me tell you something. There's no doubt in my mind that Aaron Hicks is the greatest player of all time. I mean, this guy is an absolute superstar. His ability to track down fly balls in center field is simply unparalleled. And let's not forget about his prowess at the plate. Hicks has a career batting average of .236, which may not seem like much, but when you consider his ability to draw walks and get on base, it's truly remarkable. And don't even get me started on his speed on the base paths. This guy can flat out fly. When it's all said and done, Aaron Hicks will go down in history as the greatest to ever play the game.
Always got to get your Michael K voicemail about how much he loves Aaron Hicks. We know that has to happen. That's a very, very common thing via Michael K. We know Michael K loves Hicks. We get it. We understand it. And we thank you for the voicemail. Because we already know what it is, right? We already know what it is. Let's go ahead and get to the next one, and then we're going to move on. Daryl, you're good. You're good, you. You're good.
Hey, Pete. Good morning. It's Neil here. So I was planning not to call in today because of, personal tooth pains and other medical issues. But I had to get this off my chest, so here it goes. Boone, basically, with a half-baked bullpen in the Rays series of people not available, all of a sudden they're planning a bullpen game today. How many people will actually be available? I mean, we're talking about Cordero starting, possibly Burrito being the bulk guy, 2 to 3 innings in between. I'm guessing 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And if we still have people on the innings count and whatnot that Boone basically keeps, who's going to be available? King, Marinaccio? Do we play it situationally depending on what the game situation is score-wise? Because I'm pretty sure that, the Toronto Blue Jays are licking their chops to basically beat on us. Their offense is no slouch. As much as you want to call the Rays what they are, with late inning stuff and whatever for their bullpen, the Jays' offense is that much better. They may be lower in the standings, but that's not one to basically play around with like this.
Agreed.
Anyway, I thought I'd just get that off my chest. Keep up the good work, and keep up the all the show innovations you got going. Greetings to the NYY News team. See ya.
Thank you, Sunil. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in, even though you're having pains. Hope all is well, by the way. But no, I'm right there with you. Completely understand, man. I don't know how they go about today's game. I don't know how they went about the decision for yesterday. And, how the Yankees make many decisions, to be honest. Matt Crook is a guy who's come back from his injury in AAA, has looked good, a lefty, could go multiple innings. I don't know if we have any information on the Yankees calling anybody else up today, but, Cordero, they should have some more guys available, but an entire bullpen game for this club worth $300 million. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. I don't like it. I don't think it's smart baseball. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, and I don't think it's good overall. I really don't. I don't think it's good overall. I don't think it's something that they should be considering much, if any, at all. But they are. This is the route the Yankees are taking. And you're right about the Toronto offense, right? The Toronto offense is phenomenal. Toronto offense is very, very good. Very, very good. So the Yankees, and look, everybody's gonna smell blood in the water with the Yankees. They're falling out in the sense of everybody in these head-to-head matchups want to win. And they know the Yankees are a little damaged right now. They know the Yankees are a little beat up right now. So of course they want to get the better of us. I said the Rays will be smelling blood in the water. They're going to smell blood in the water with the Jays today. The Jays are smelling blood in the water. Teams want to beat the Yankees. They feel they're vulnerable now, and they want to beat them. They want to beat them in the head-to-head matchups when they have the chance to do so, and they're going to look to do that. Speaking of looking to do something, the Yankees need to look to get these guys back. Carlos Rodon, it's Tommy Kahnle right there, and then, of course, Luis Severino. The Yankees need these guys back. I believe Sevy is pitching in Double-A tomorrow, and then he's the closest. I don't know about Kahnle. I think he's been thrown on flat ground, but Carlos Rodon, they need this guy, man. I mean, I can't even talk about this enough. Carlos Rodon is so needed on this team. You know, I'm not jumping up and down with the people calling this guy Carl Pavano. He's not Carl Pavano. I don't see that from him. I don't see him being that type of guy. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button. 27 likes away from 100. Let's get there. I don't see Carlos Rodon as that type of guy. I think Carlos Rodon has a little bit of a back issue. We heard a little bit about the forearm strain. Was that because the back was bothering him? He tried to pitch through it, so he maybe was adjusting his mechanics a little bit so there was more arm usage. We don't know. I hope that this cortisone shot helps. Rodon has thrown back-to-back days from 60 to 75 feet, which is what you do when you start to ramp up. You long toss on flat ground. He's been able to do that. Let's see where he is. Ruben, I agree 100%. You can't call this guy Carl Pavano. I mean, that it's silly. Totally different pitcher, one totally different mentality. You know, his wife shot down reports of he's going to be out for the year. She's like, bullshit. That's not true. I believe we'll see Rodon this year. I don't know when we'll see him. I don't know if it's July. I don't know if it's June. I do believe we will see Carlos Rodon this year. Do we see him at 100%? I don't know. But per my understanding, everything I've read, there doesn't seem to be a major issue with the back. It's more of just, chronic stiffness is what we're hearing. Something doesn't feel right. Hopefully the cortisone injection shuts that down quick and the guy can start throwing the ball. We need him healthy. If the Yankees are going to win anything, they need Carlos Rodon. There's no doubt about it. They need this guy. Let's wrap up our voicemails today, and then we're going to move on to the Toronto series.
Hey, Pete, it's Matt. You cannot manage for the future. You have to be able to manage for the moments, or the several moments. And I agree. What the hell are we doing putting in Abreu right there? And as far as Dylan Lawson, the hitting coach, he needs to get the hell out of here because a hitting coach should never say, I don't give a shit about offensive stats.
Yep.
But overall, I would say that the Yankees did fight.
No doubt.
But we still have trouble in Yankee land. I'm very clear-eyed about that. And if we don't start to get major fixes, as much as it hurts me to say, I don't think that we even get close to a division title this year, let alone a playoff berth. Thanks, buddy. Have a good day.
I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much for the voicemail. And yeah, man, like I said before, everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody knows. Everybody absolutely knows the Abreu move was nuts. It was horrible. It makes no sense whatsoever. The Abreu move made no sense. And you're right. I mean, unfortunately, at the end of the day, this is what the Yankees are right now. And, you know, I'm not saying that we should accept that. No way. We should fight against that. We should let our voices be known that we don't like the direction that this team is going. The biggest positive that we have, if you want me to be positive, is what I showed you guys earlier in the show, that the offense is coming around. And that has been a major concern for years, but they have looked better based on all the collective numbers that we can gather and we can get. They have indeed looked better. And that is important because they need to. They need to. We have gone a couple of years now with not such a great offense, with an offense that we're screaming at the screen about. We've seen bunts. We've seen stolen bases. We've seen clutch hitting. We've seen a lot of that, to the point that Aaron Judge just missed tying the game up yesterday in the ninth inning. I know Jason Adam swore he had it. I swore he had it. I thought it was 20 feet over the fence, 40 feet over the fence. I thought it was a moonshot, and it died at the wall. Died at the wall. So, what are you going to do? That's baseball, Susan. My guy.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you so much, Joseph. He says, here's what bothered me about yesterday. Abreu has a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but Trevino did not call it after 3 straight changeups. Also, why couldn't Marinaccio come in with the bases loaded? I don't know. I know a lot of people brought up the pitch selection. I'm right there with you, man. You got 100 miles an hour, use it. You got a guy out there, Taylor Walsh, who's having a good year this year, but last year hit like what was, I think it was 190 something, something like that, around 2 something. Let him beat you with your best stuff. This is something I complained about a lot. I complained about a lot last year with Garrett Cole, right? When Garrett Cole was getting beat with changeups, and bro, you throw 100 miles an hour, get beat with your best stuff. What are you doing? And I agree with what you just said. If you throw 100, what are you calling changeup? If you want to go fastball, changeup in the dirt, dig that shit in the dirt. I don't care if it's 10 feet up front. Make it bounce. Ensure it bounces. And you go back to fastball and you want to kind of change up the look. All right. But make sure it's not a pit you're trying to throw over the place. You can't do that. You got to mix it in. You can't sit back and go, change up, change up, change up. Oh, gave up a home run, damn it. And then you're sitting back going, God, man, we probably should have went to the fastball there. Yeah, you probably should have. Might have been a good idea. That might have been a pretty decent idea. Last voicemail right now, and then we'll move on.
Hey, Pete, I'm actually watching the show right now. This is Louis R. You know, I had something come across my mind, and I just want to speak about it real quick. You know, I can't get over how much Brian Cashman fucked up when he didn't even call Bryce Harper. This man literally changed the way that this franchise was built and the fortune that they could achieve in winning a World Series when they traded for Giancarlo Stanton over Bryce Harper. You know, it's just a tragic thing that happened, and I'll never be able to get over it because, you know, Bryce is one of my favorite players that's not a Yankee. And he just will never be Yankee because we have a shit-ass GM. So, you know, that's all I wanted to say, man. You know, Pete, keep doing what you're doing, man. Let's go Yanks.
Appreciate you, man. And I don't disagree. I mean, look, there's other names out there, too. Manny Machado was available. Kyle Schwarber, who I didn't know. Kyle Schwarber, to me, was a pretty solid defensive left fielder. I watched him in all the WBC, and I'm like, wow, the guy's actually a pretty decent left fielder. He's not like a liability out there like I thought he might be, but no doubt about it, man. I love Big G. Like I said, I talked about it with Derek on Designated Spitters. And by the way, guys, if you're not watching Designated Spitters every Sunday, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't believe, and I know it's my show and it's biased. I don't believe there's a better podcast out there than Designated Spitters. I really don't. I don't think there's a better podcast that even comes close to Designated Spitters with me and Derek on every Sunday at 7 p.m. live. I don't think there's a better one out there, but we talked about that a little bit, and we touched on that a couple of times. Is Stanton in the Yankees lineup makes him better. If the Yankees knew when they acquired Stanton that Stanton was gonna be a DH primarily, it was a bad deal. If Stanton could still move well in the outfield, I have no issue with it. But Giancarlo Stanton can't move his legs at all. Somebody the other day was like, put him at first base. I'm like, me and Derek said, if this guy ever stretched for a ball at first base, he'll be out for the whole season. His legs are split in half. Giancarlo Stanton can't move. That's why he hits the ball. He can hit the ball, in the gap with the slowest outfielders in the planet, and he barely gets to second base. Guy can't move. You know what I mean? So, would other guys have been a better option? Looking back at it, yeah. If the Yankees knew what they know now, do they get him? I don't think so. Maybe they don't. I don't fault the move from the Yankees. I fault that they didn't go out there and still try to get Harper, Machado, or a guy like Schwarber. And they should have. They should have got those guys. They should have got a couple more of those guys. Remember, Schwarber was a free agent, and during a time when the Yankees already had Stan, they could have easily got him. And they didn't. So, it is what it is. The one thing that a lot of people bring up, and it makes a shit ton of sense, is that the Yankees spend money. They got a high payroll. There's no denying that. Here's the thing about the Yankees. The Yankees have no excuse to ever miss out on the player they need and that they want. That is a problem. When the Yankees then sit out and go, we can't do that, let's not do that, that's the problem. The Yankees cannot sit out on players they know would make them better immediately. They got to go and get those guys. Let's see. I think we got a couple of more voicemails popping in, but let me go ahead and talk about this. Well, we know now, right, that it's a little different. This is not going to be, we know what the starting four is now. So tonight's game, a 7 o'clock start time. It is going to be a bullpen game for the New York Yankees against Alek Manoah. Tomorrow's game, Domingo Germán, also known as German Sunday, will be facing off against Kevin Gausman. Wednesday, Garrett Cole versus Chris Bassett. And then Thursday's game, Nestor Cortez versus Jose Barrios. As you guys already know, we'll have them all for you right here on NyynewsTV Game Season Live. You guys already know the dealio on that one. We got you covered like nobody's business. Nobody got you covered like we got you covered. Nobody. Okay? Nobody, folks. Nobody. We do it all for you, baby. We do it all for you. Let's get to these last couple of voicemails.
Hey, Pete. All right. This is Ruben.
Hey.
Just wanted to drop by and say, everyone, smash that like button. Get the likes up. You guys know Pete is constantly working hard on NyynewsTV. So smash that like button. Let's get the likes up. Also, I did want to go ahead and try to give some hopefully good news. We're slowly creeping up as a team on offense. We're even though Dylan Lawson apparently doesn't care about where we, rank, freaking moron. We're now ranking 21st in batting average, and we're up to 238 as a team. That is a 10-point jump from the past 10 games that have passed. So hopefully we can continue that. And another good thing is that we are actually in the bottom. We're like basically the ninth best team in striking out, as in like we strike out the least.
Yeah.
So we're ninth on that. So we're making a lot more contact this year. Hopefully, that can propel the offense even more as guys start getting on a roll. But besides that, you guys have a wonderful day. And let me know your thoughts, Pete, on that on the offense. I know we're waiting for guys to get back, but hopefully there's a good sign that we're making more contact, we're starting to hit more, and as we always say, we are winning despite Boone.
Yep. Nah, man, I'm right there, which was kind of sad that we got to say that. We got to say that we're winning in spite of the manager. You know what I mean? That is absolutely insane to think about that. They were winning in spite of the manager. Got a super chat in there.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Joseph Gonzalez says Cordero was announced the opener for Brito. Yes, we did see that Cordero is going to be starting. I'm assuming Brito may still get in that game. Brito doesn't have a third pitch. Let's be honest about Johnny Brito real quick. Johnny Brito doesn't have a third pitch. Johnny Brito is a sinker changeup guy. He needs a third pitch. If you're going to be sinker changeup and you're going to let it loose, you're better as a bullpen arm. The curveball might be one of the worst curveballs I've ever seen. And I'm just being completely honest about Johnny Brito. The league caught up to him very well. They've kind of said back and said, hey, he's, changeup and fastball. Changeup and sinker. Sit back and wait for it. You might be able to get through a 1 through 9 one time. Second time's going to get tough. Third time, maybe nearly impossible for a guy like that at this level. So he may come in. You would expect that Johnny Brito might pitch at some point in this game. Last voicemail of the day. Let's get to it, baby.
Hey, what's going on, Pete? It's your boy, Damian Serrano.
Yo.
Hey, just wanted to chime in on Mr. Boone the Buffoon. Yesterday was a damn travesty. You got Albert Abreu coming in, bases loaded, after he just walked the world a couple outings ago, and because you want to have a bullpen the next day to start the game. Meanwhile, why do we not have Sevy? Since we're going with a bullpen game, why do we not have Sevy starting the game today? Doesn't make any sense. Have Sevy come out, throw 60 pitches, and then go on from there. You want to throw Brito, whoever the hell else you want to throw in, have him throw him in. But we need help now. We need arms now. Sevy's been complaining that he's been ready. Meanwhile, you got him throwing in Double-A. Go ahead and have him come and pitch against the Blue Jays. Have him throw 60 bullets, and then bring in whoever from there. Doesn't make any sense to me. The Yankees, the front office, they are the holdback. They are ass backwards. And, man, let's put one crazy stat here. Aaron Boone is the longest tenured Yankee manager to manage 5+ seasons and never to have made a World Series appearance. Not a win, but an appearance. In Yankees history. Everybody chew on that one. Appreciate it, my man. Have a good day. All rise. NYY News, keep it flowing. All right, I'm out.
Thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate that. And you're spot on about the last one, too, with Aaron Boone. That is actually correct. Speaking of Luis Severino, it's funny because Christian from NYYST in our chat, which is like, why is Severino not starting, today or tomorrow or whatever? But it's the Yankees, man. I'd have no issue with the Yankees going, hey, Sevy got 60 pitch limit. That is it. And then we could either counter with Johnny Brito and then Cordero from there, however the Yankees go about it. But it's the Yankees, man. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. This team has not made the most smart decisions. They have not made the most realistic decisions. Typically, they're just odd. You know what I mean? They don't make the greatest decisions in the world, but it is what it is, man. We just we got to hope for the best. As I said before, guys, you guys already noticed, I'm going to keep doing what I do every single day. I will go down with the ship if need be. That's the way I see it. I'm a Yankee fan through thick and thin. Whatever happens, happens. 2 likes away, guys, from 100. Let's get there. I will always support this team every single way I can, and I'll talk the truth forever. And that's why we're building NyynewsTV the way we are, is to grow this company and is to grow a voice that is realistic to fight against the Yankee propaganda machine, which many other companies, unfortunately, are carrying along on their back with them, going, hey, we'll spit out your propaganda bullshit. I won't, and we won't. So, guys, until next time, I will see you later today for Game Season Live. That is 7 p.m. sharp. Be there, guys. Do not miss it. Yankees Blue Jays start up tonight, baby. And we're going to see what happens. Peace. I'm out. Thank you guys for joining me for All Rise. Still grab your cup of coffee. You can use it all day. You guys already know the deal. Grab a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Macho Man did not have that message at 12 p.m. That message was later in the day. He was still drinking a cup of coffee because he's the cream of the crop. Okay? All right? So, guys, until next time, I am out. Thank you guys for everything that you do here at NyynewsTV. See you guys later for Game Season Live. I'm out. Peace.
You can't manage this, can't break this, boy, I'm funded. Gotta keep my distance when you not 100, Those the same ones say they love you, late and funny, You can't match my energy, and yeah, you know it, Way too cold, yeah, man, I'm way too cold, Way too cold, yeah, man, I'm way too cold, Way too cold, yeah, man, I'm way too cold, Yes, I meant it, yeah, man, I'm way too cold,